Well, welcome to Tuesday Update. Today is June 8th. Well, this past weekend was a wonderful weekend. It was the Feast of the Body and Blood of Christ, Corpus Christi. And it was a nice weekend for us to gather. It's always a good weekend to remind ourselves to never take for granted the Eucharist. What a great gift it is. And after the 10 o'clock Mass, we were able to do the procession out over to the circle and do benediction. And last year we couldn't do that, so it felt awful good to be able to do that again. And I was so impressed with so many people from that 10 o'clock Mass came out to do that, to participate in that procession and benediction. So thank you very much for doing that. With the bishop asking us to return to Mass of lifting the dispensation, we're trying to make sure our church is able to accommodate all comfort levels. So what we're doing, of course, is the main aisle of the church and the choir loft, that's reserved for people who are vaccinated, and you're just going to seat yourself when you come in. There's no social distancing, and you don't have to wear a mask. If you want to, you're welcome to, but that's the main section of the church. We do want to reserve the chapel side and the Stafford side for people who are not vaccinated or people who are vaccinated but still prefer to have social distancing and wear the mask. And so we're going to reserve those. We're going to seat you first over on the chapel side. When that is full, we'll come over here to the Stafford side, okay? And again, if you sit in these areas, it is going to be social distancing and with a mask, okay? And again, don't be nervous if you're thinking about coming back. Our ambassadors are wonderful. They can answer any questions, and they'll tell you anything you need to do, okay? So we're awful glad to have you back on that. The Parish Center. We'll still have that. Remember, that is going to be for our overflow, and there's social distancing there, and but Mass are optional, okay? So Parish Center, overflow, social distancing, but Mass optional, okay? So thanks for your understanding as we still continue to try to figure out the best way to seat our people. Based on your comfort levels. We won't open up until 30 minutes before the Mass, right? So doors are locked, and the only reason we do that is just to try to give our ambassadors a break so they don't have to get here real early, okay? Our parish offices, as you know, are open again. You're welcome to come in to see Kirsten, Mass cards, questions, anything like that. She's there. We do ask you not to park in the circle. We do want you to come in the doors by the circle, but if you can park in the parking lot, kids are out there playing, come in. And because the kids have to wear the mask while they're in school and we're walking in their area, we do ask you to come in with a mask, as you're walking through the kids or the kids area there into the office, okay? But you're always welcome to come in, anything we can do for you. I want to have the anointing of the sick available to you. Now this morning, after the 9 o'clock Mass, we had the anointing of the sick. And I'm going to do that every Tuesday after the 9 o'clock Mass for anyone who would like to receive the sacrament of the sick, okay? Now remember, that sacrament, if you've got surgery coming up, if you've had a steep decline in your health, or if you're over the age of 65, getting anointed once or maybe twice a year is appropriate, okay? So I'll always be available after the 9 o'clock Mass on Tuesdays to do the anointing of the sick for anyone who would like, okay? And then remember, we have the 9 o'clock Mass here on Tuesdays. We have the 6:30 a.m. Mass on Wednesdays. In the Thursday Constant Contacts, we will have the Mass schedule, the daily Mass schedule for Blessed Sacrament, Assumption, and St. Ambrose, if you would like to attend daily Mass during the course of the week. Do you remember last year, on the Feast of the Immaculate Conception, December 8th, Pope Francis declared a year of St. Joseph that would run from December 8th, 2020 to December 8th, 2021. And I'm standing next to our beautiful statue of St. Joseph here in St. Pius. And as a way to kind of honor him and do this year of St. Joseph, I'm going to take the next 3 weekends during the homily to talk a little bit about St. Joseph. He's a fantastic role model for all of us. And there's the readings, there's some nice things we can pick out of the readings and reply to Joseph's life and then in turn apply to our own lives. So I'll be starting this weekend on that, but for the next 3 weekends we'll be talking about St. Joseph as a way to celebrate this year of Joseph. Just a couple of reminders. Remember, we've got Father's Day coming up a week from this weekend. And so please continue to send us photos of your dad, your grandpas, with a name. Kirsten's going to put together a little video. She'll send it out on that email we send you on Thursdays. It'll be the Thursday after Father's Day. And then also send us any names of deceased dads or grandpas, because like we did for Mother's Day, we are going to get a basket of their names. We're going to put it right near the altar, and we're going to do a special blessing on our dads and our grandpas who have passed away. So please continue to send us that information as well. The weekend of June 26th and 27th is going to be a very, very special weekend here at St. Pius. We're calling it our Jump Start with Jesus weekend. And really what we're going to do is we're going to do a special blessing for all of you. As we reflect on these last 15 months, you've done some outstanding things. Some things that come to mind: caring for parents, coordinating kids' education over Zoom, consoling loved ones in their grief, planning innovative celebrations, reaching out to those in need, comforting those who missed milestones in their life. So an awful lot of good things happened in the last year in terms of your outreach, and we want to do a special blessing for all of you on that weekend of the 26th and 27th. And we're going to have a fun gift bag that weekend that it's going to help us jumpstart our faith for the summer. So I think you're going to like it. And that's a great weekend. If you know somebody who's struggling in their faith or disconnected from their faith, that would be a great weekend to invite them to come back. Just in terms of our building update, you can probably hear a little banging going on in the background. Steel work continues. They're almost coming to the end on that. But I can look out the window over here, right beside the chapel seats, and they're pouring concrete. And they're pouring concrete right around that our new gathering area and for our new entrance into the facility. I'm going to try in my Thursday update, if I can get out there, to be able to show you where we're going to enter our new gathering area, Parish Life Center, and Parish. It's basically in the same area that it used to be, but a little bit different, and that's what they're pouring that concrete today to help support the little walkway that's going to be there. So I'll see if I can get a little video to you on Thursday so you can see that. Our thought for the week: when we keep our eyes on Christ, obstacles become opportunities. When we keep our eyes on Christ, obstacles become opportunities. So I'm going to look forward to connecting with you this weekend. We're going to start our series on St. Joseph and talk about this great saint and role model for all of us. We'll do that this weekend and the following 2 weekends. So stay cool in this weather. God bless. Take care.